morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anusta Acharya. The top stories first. Chief Justice assigns hearings on all types of cases. Standoff continues as justices refuse to attend the hearings. Student unions protest against price hike of petroleum products, demand immediate withdrawal of the decision. CPN Unified Socialist to hold standing committee meeting today. The meeting is expected to endorse the proposals for the upcoming CC meeting. China's ruling party approves rare resolution. CPC decision elevates the status of President Xi. And Australia fight backs to defeat Pakistan in T20 World Cup, faces New Zealand in Sunday's final. And now the news in detail. Chief Justice Solendra Samse Rana assigned hearings of all types of cases, including the habeas corpus cases yesterday. A report. Hearings to 9 benches yesterday. Among the 9 benches, 1 is full bench, 5 division benches and 3 single benches. Although the hearings have been assigned to the benches, they have not started yet. The Supreme Court justices have been refusing to conduct the hearings since October 24, calling for Chief Justice Rana's resignation after allegations that he sought a share in the expansion of the Council of Ministers. The justices maintained that the Chief Justice Act has raised a question on the dignity of the judiciary. Regular hearings of cases have not taken place in the Supreme Court since October 25. Only hearings on cases related to habeas corpus have been held in between. Chief Justice Rana has been arguing that he has become the Chief Justice as per the due process of the Constitution and the laws and is capable of fulfilling his responsibility. He has also urged the other justices to fulfill their responsibilities as per the Constitution. Hearing into cases has been stalled in the apex court and the service seekers have been facing inconvenience due to the standoff. Student unions affiliated to different parties are preparing to picket the Nepal Oil Corporation today against the recent price hike, stating that the decision of NOC to hike the price has affected the common people who have lost their jobs due to the coronavirus pandemic. The student leaders said they will not accept the decision at any cost. Speaking at an interaction on price hike organized by the Society of Economic Journalists of Nepal yesterday, the student leaders said they will prevent the employees of NOC from entering their office today. Meanwhile, Chief Executive of NOC, Surendra Prasad Paudel, clarified that the state-owned oil monopoly decided to hike the price in line with the price hike in the international market. He said that the NOC is facing an annual loss of Rs 5.2 billion. According to Paudel, it is not their wish to hike the price but a compulsion. On the other hand, the student leaders argued that the NOC has always making a lame excuse of loss to justify its decision to increase the price. The All Nepal National Free Student Union, a student organization of CPN UML, has started a protest against the government's decision to increase the price of petroleum products. On Thursday, the All Nepal National Free Student Union burnt the effigy of Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba in front of Ratna Raja campus at Exhibition Road in protest of the price hike of petroleum products. ANNFSU has also demanded immediate withdrawal of the price hike of petroleum products. Speaking on the occasion, R.C. Lamichhane, Senior Vice President of ANNFSU, said that the protest would continue if the price hike is not withdrawn.
पछिल्लो समय भएको मूल्य वृद्धि अविलम्ब फिर्ता लिनको लागि म अनेरा सोभिको तर्फबाट सरकारलाई अल्टिमेटम दिन चाहन्छु। यो मूल्य वृद्धि 12 घण्टा भित्र फिर्ता भएन भने हामीले काउन्टडाउन गरेर यो सरकारकै बहिर्गमनको लागि आन्दोलन गर्नेछौँ।
The Nepal Oil Corporation had increased the price of diesel and petrol by Rs 3 per litre and LPG gas by Rs 75 per cylinder with effect from Wednesday night. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 301 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 816,060, while the number of active cases has dropped to 7,535. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 11,466 after the virus claimed 6 more lives yesterday. Nepal is currently among top 45 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 47.69 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 34.40 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 252.62 million people across the world and claimed over 5.09 million lives. The CPN Unified Socialist Party decided to hold its standing committee meeting later today. The standing committee meeting has been scheduled for 2 p.m. today afternoon at New Baneswar-based Arpan Banquet. The party's Deputy General Secretary Jagannath Khatioda informed that today's meeting is expected to endorse the proposal for the upcoming Central Committee meeting. The CPN Unified Socialist is all set to organize its Central Committee meeting on November 13 and 14 this weekend. Today's meeting will focus on fixing the criteria to hand over responsibilities to the leaders who have joined CPN Unified Socialist from other parties and those who are in the process of joining the new party. And now the news from economic front. Price of gold has increased by Rs 1,300 per tola in Nepal market yesterday. With the price of hallmark gold has reached Rs 94,000 per tola. The precious yellow metal was traded for Rs 92,700 per tola on Wednesday. According to the Federation of Nepalese Gold and Silver Dealers Association, worked gold was traded for Rs 93,500 yesterday, while its price was Rs 92,200 on Wednesday. Similarly, price of silver has gone up by Rs 20 per tola and has been fixed at Rs 1,270 per tola. It was Rs 1,250 on Wednesday. The Federation determines the price of gold and silver every day on the basis of fluctuation in the price in the international market. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. China's ruling Communist Party approved a rare resolution on Thursday elevating President Xi Jinping's status in its history in a move seen as consolidating his authority and likelihood of securing an unprecedented third leadership term next year. The resolution on party's achievements and historical experiences since its founding 100 years ago was passed at the end of a 4-day closed-door meeting on more than 300 top leaders on its Central Committee, state media reported. It puts Xi on the same pedestal as Mao Zedong and Deng Xiaoping, two previous leaders who commented their position as eminent leader, with the only other two such resolutions passed in 1945 and 1981 respectively. At this week's meeting, known as the 6th Plenum, at the party elevated the role of Xi in one of the ideologies by crediting him for the first time in an official document as the main innovator behind Xi Jinping's thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era. From the southern border of Germany to the highest peaks in Africa, glaciers around the world have served as money-making tourist attraction, natural climate records for scientific and beacons of beliefs for indigenous groups. With many glaciers rapidly melting because of climate change, the disappearance of the ice sheets is sure to deal a blow to countries and communities that have relied on them for generations to make electricity, to draw visitors, and to uphold ancient spiritual traditions. AP reports that the ice masses that formed over millennia from compacted snow have been melting since around the time of the Industrial Revolution, a process that has accelerated in recent years. As glacier vanished, experts say local ecosystem will begin to charge as well, something already been studying as the Humboldt Glacier in Venezuela, which would disappear within the next 2 decades. Experts warn that the fate of smaller glaciers offers a warning for larger glaciers. Increased melt will also lead to rising seas and changes in weather patterns, something that is bound to affect society on a global level, say researchers. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Australia came back from the brink to beat Pakistan by 5 wickets in another gripping Men's T20 World Cup semi-final. Needing 20 of the final 10 balls, Matthew Wade was dropped by Hassan Ali before hitting the next 3 deliveries for 6 to complete a stunning pursuit of 177 in Dubai. Australia had been struggling at 96.5 despite a belligerent 49 from David Warner before Wade and Marcus Stoney's grandstand finish. Wade smashed an unbeaten 41 of only 17 balls, while Stoney's finished 40 not out of 31. Their remarkable stand on 81 in 6.4 overs, carrying Australia home with an over to spare and silencing a largely Pakistan supporting crowd. It was a second thrilling final in 24 hours after New Zealand's dramatic victory over England in Wednesday's semi-final. Australia and New Zealand, neither of whom have won the T20 World Cup, will meet in the final in Dubai on Sunday at 14 GMT. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Chief Justice assigns hearing on all types of cases. Standoff continues as justices refuse attend the hearings. Student unions protest against price hike of petroleum products, demand immediate withdrawal of the decision. CPN Unified Socialists to hold standing committee meeting today. The meeting is expected to endorse the proposal for the upcoming CC meeting. China's ruling party approves rare resolution. CPC decision elevates the status of presidency. And Australia fights back to defeat Pakistan in T20 World Cup versus New Zealand in Sunday's final. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamajah.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.